Nettoyer yo akuma smaka das music. Gordon Henderson, Prince Roy Williams say yo. Vivian Wallace text like one group of chef Joe. Yo passé tous les voyages de musique moi. Mais attends jodi, je n'étais que lâché. Si pas te wadix qui qu'a poussé. For all the wonders you done for us all.
Good morning.
Spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's what it. We thanking you. We thanking you, brother. Papou a wete ba moun plein la yo mange a quitter la vie. Apprécier ça yo ka fait ko yo a parmi nous jodi. La c'est mauvais valet bien non nous ka constiper mon vie.
Control my mind.
Pour nous connaître pour meilleur c'est pour nous tout ça bénéfice.
Okay.
For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world.
Good morning, Dominica. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Creole.
We thanking you, brother. Pour tout ça au café, et puis où j'ai fait, pour Colchono, et tout ça au café, pour Candas la esprit, et puis pour ça, pour les frères en aujourd'hui, pour dire un pile merci. Prince Padix, 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 Prince Padix. Yes, I. Sakai malade. Prince Padix, Prince Padix, Prince Padix, Prince Padix. Papou a wete ba moun plein la yo mange a quitter la vie. Apprécier ça yo ka fait ko yo a parmi nous jodi. La c'est mauvais valet bien non nous ka constiper mon vie. Pour nous connaître pour meilleur c'est pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's what it. We thanking you. We thanking you, brother.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Acha lo moun bitou pasa ki chale yo point wivi ici. Pour nous connaître quoi yo akuma smaka das music. Gordon Henderson, Prince Roy Williams say yo. Vivian Wallace text like one group of chef Joe. Yo passé tous les voyages de musique moi. Mais attends jodi, je n'étais que lâché. Si pas te wadix qui qu'a poussé. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's what it. We thanking you. We thanking you, brother.
All right, Dominica, we're having a little technical difficulty. Of course, it is the Creole Heartbeat Hour. Julie Roberts will be hosting you in a few seconds. We have the guest MFR, Big Bad MFR in the house, and Bridge Cross the Bridge will be joining hopefully later. Stay tuned.
Pour nous connaître, pour meilleur, c'est pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the gospel all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's what it is. We thanking you. We thanking you, brother. Pour tout ça, au café, et puis au Japon, pour Ponchono, et pour ça, au café, pour Cadas la Esprit, et puis pour ça, nous les frères, aujourd'hui, pour dire un film merci. Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix,
Good morning.
Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix, Prince Wadix.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Dominica's International Creole Cultural Magazine presents Creole Heartbeat Hour on QFM, the big station, this and every Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Interviews, music, fun, and excitement. An informative and educational hour. An upfront and personal look at the lives of artists, musicians, entertainers, cultural professionals, and the movers and shakers in the cultural industry. A front row seat into the Creole cultural, traditional, and contemporary spinal cord. A microscopic Creole cultural analysis, highlighting achievements and triumphs, realizing dreams and goals, and showcasing the journey to excellence. Delving beneath the surface of Creole cultural history. A report on the character of the Creole culture. Dominica's International Creole Cultural Magazine presents Creole Heartbeat Hour on Q95, the big station, this and every Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Be sure to tune in.
C'est carnaval, c'est bacchanal, Lego jacket, as Creole Heartbeat accentuate the carnival pressures this Friday on the big station, Q95 FM from 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. This Friday, February 21, Creole Heartbeat features Dominican artist, actor, producer, and entrepreneur, Mr. Reach across the bridge.
Caroline. Times never seem so good.
And the bride, enjoy your posse, MFR.
We fully active, right? We fully loaded.
Hosted by Creole Cultural Ambassador Prince Wax and the sensational Julie Roberts. And sponsored by Digicel. Creole Heartbeat will also be live on Q95 Facebook page and YouTube channel. Mr. Reach across the bridge, the winner of Dominica's first ever Buyo Artist of the Year Award, the Caribbean Music Awards, and the electrifying, and here is it, MFR of Posse. This Friday, February 21 from 11 a.m. on the big station Q95 FM on Creole Heartbeat. A front row sit into the culture of Dominica.
Yes, sir. Okay, Malad. Prince Wadix.
Okay.
Prince Wadix.
Okay.
Prince Wadix. Prince Wadix.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Creole Heartbeat. Nothing. I'm speaking.
La te mouve vale bien non nou ka konsipe mon ebi. Pour nous connaître, pour meilleur, pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For all the
Okay, let me
wonders
do
you
the
done
interview on the
for
phone.
us all,
Can I just do it on the
spreading
phone
the
call?
all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's why we thanking you. We thanking you, brother. Trick. Acha lo moun bitou pasa ki chale yo kwen wivi esi. Bo nou konet kwaye yo akuma smaka das music. Gordon Henderson, Fritz Roy Williams say yo. Vivian Wallace like one group of Chef Joe. Yo pase tout le voyage de musique nou. Mais attends jodi, jeunesse te ki lache. Si pa te wadik ki ka pousse. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's why we thanking you. We thanking you, brother. Trick. Papou a wete ba moun plen la yo manja kite la vi. Appreciye sa yo ka fe kon yo apami nou jodi. La se mouve vale pie non nou ka konstipe moun ebi. Pour nous connaître pour meilleur, c'est pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good things that you done for God, that's why we thanking you. We thanking you, brother.
Good morning.
Trick.
Can you hear me?
Pour tout ça, au café, pour Japet, pour Colchono, et tout ça, au café, pour Cadas la Esprit. Et puis pour ça, nous les frères, on a aujourd'hui, pour dire un film merci. Prince Padix.
It's never not worked before. I don't know what's happening this morning.
Prince Padix.
So I don't know why y'all not hearing me in studio, because I'm hearing everything, I'm seeing everything. It's literally say that you're in the show, everyone can see and hear you.
Go check it. Creole Heartbeat accentuate the carnival pressure this Friday on the big station Q95 FM from 11 a.m.
No, it's the same.
Friday, February 21. Creole Heartbeat features Dominican artist, actor, producer, and entrepreneur, Mr. Reach across the bridge.
Caroline, good times never seem so good.
And the pride and joy of Bossy MFR.
We fully active, right? We fully loaded.
Hosted by Creole Cultural Ambassador Prince Wadix and the sensational Julie Roberts. And sponsored by Digicel. Creole Heartbeat will also be live on Q95 Facebook page and YouTube channel.
You have to call me this number. All right.
Mr. Reach across the bridge, the winner of Dominica's first ever Buyo Artist of the Year Award, the Caribbean Music Awards, and the electrifying, and here is it, MFR of Posse. This Friday, February 21 from 11 a.m. on the big station Q95 FM on Creole Heartbeat, a front row sit into the culture of Dominica.
Yes, I. Sakai Malad, Prince Wadix. Papou a wete ba moun plen la yo manja kite la vi. Appreciye sa yo ka fe kon yo apami nou jodi. La te mouve vale pie non nou ka konsipe moun ebi. Pour nous connaître pour meilleur, c'est pour nous tout ça bénéfice. For all the wonders you done for us all, spreading the culture all over the world. For all the good thing that you done for God, that's why we thanking you. We thanking you, brother. Trick, trick. Achalo mundi tu pasa ukishare yo kwen wivisi. Bono kone twaye yo akuma smaka das music. Gordon Henderson, Prince Roy Williams, say yo. Vivian Wallace, like one group of Chef Joe. Yo passé tous les voyages de musique nous. Mais attends, jodi, je n'ai fait que lâcher. Si pas te wadix qui qu'a poussé. For all the wonders you done for us all.
All right, Dominica, it appears the issues have been resolved, and we're bringing online now Miss Julie Roberts, who is the host for Creole Heartbeat today, February 21st, 2025.
We thank you.
Julie, how are you?
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Okay, so welcome to Creole Heartbeat on Q95. I'm Julie Roberts, and this program is proudly sponsored by Digicel, keeping us connected to the rhythms of our people. This morning, we're going to dive deep into the heart of Bouillon music with one of Dominica's most legendary bands, MFR. And since 2004, they have been making waves with their fusion of bouillon and rock, a sound that sets them apart. After taking a break, they are back, and we're going to find out all about their journey, their music, and what's next this morning. We're also meant to be joined by Mr. Rich, and if that does happen, we are going to dive deep into that also. So good morning to my guests in the studios. How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Yes, hi. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm under the weather. I can be better, but I'm okay.
All right, good.
Okay, I hope you can hear me clearly. I'm sorry. Also, I want to apologize to our audience or listening audience for the technical difficulties. You know, in this time, these things happen from time to time, but let's not have it take away from the show. So please introduce yourself so that the audience can know exactly who is speaking with them today.
You want me to go first?
She asked you,
Introduction.
can you turn it up a little bit?
Yes. But while you getting that set up, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Benja. My name is Benjamin Stewart, but everybody calls me Benja. I live in the community of Portsmouth. I'm a vocalist of the band. I work with Forestry and Wildlife Division. I'm not sure if persons in life can see my shirt. I just came from work, so just come here and just talk about some weird music and talk about our plans for our band, MFR.
All right, so we're introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Chom Dada. I'm the lead singer and producer of the band. And I'm glad to be on Creole Heartbeat today.
Okay. Thank you for being here with us today. All right, so let us just take us back to the beginning. How did MFR start?
Benja, you want to take that one?
I wasn't really there from the inception itself, but from what I understand, that it's a group of guys who came together for the love of music. The fellas that came together are not presently there today, but they came together for the love of music. I myself came there. As a matter of fact, for me, music find me because I was not looking for music. Music find me. I'll explain that a little bit. But the guys came together and they just, for the love of music, and we just started something out of the bloom, not knowing that the band would have exploded like that. We just came together for the love of music, basically. In 2003, 2004, I think.
2004, 2005. All right, so I came in afterwards as the lead singer. I was approached by the drummer of the band, who is Kijon Alexander, and he told me they're looking for a singer if I was interested. Before MFR band, I was in the Nature Boys band. That's a band from Paybush, the community of Paybush, which I was in when I left that band. That's when I got the call from MFR.
by Katie himself. He told me they needed a singer. So that's when I met the guys. Josiah was there. Josiah on the backup keyboards. Susie, lead keyboardist, and a couple other members who are no longer with the band. And yeah, that's when the band started, and we just started doing our thing for the love of music, because at that time we were playing all types of music, covers,
Everything,
and
reggae.
right, everything, and then we decided we have to create our own catalog and make ourselves in the music game in Dominica. It wasn't per se bouillon kind of. We turned out to be a bouillon band in the end, but that was an inception. It was just for the love of music and creating music, and we ended up deciding that if bouillon music is our identity as Dominicans, we ought to follow that. And that's when we started building a bouillon catalog. All right.
Okay, and when they started, who were the founding members?
The founding members were Susie, who is the lead keyboardist.
Susie Boozy.
Yeah, Susie Muzi. Josiah Pelwi, Osaya on the backup keyboards. We had a guy named what's his name? The African.
Liko.
Right. Liko on vocals. Yeah. We also had a female at one point.
Kayla Benjamin.
Right. So yeah, these were the founding members of the band. And of course, just Lionel on guitars. Right.
Yes.
Almost forgot Lionel.
Almost forgot Lionel. Why?
Okay, do you know by any chance what does MFR stand for? Does it have a significant meaning?
Right. So in the beginning, it meant music for real. That's the meaning they put to it. I can say personally, I didn't like that name when I joined. I thought I felt it was like cocky.
Yes.
But that's what it meant in the beginning, music for real.
And now?
Now we put a little different tone on it. Made for rhythm, or actually it can be anything, because people take it to mean people put their own spin on it. You know what I mean? And now we take it to mean made for rhythm or music for the revolution.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right.
I like that actually.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the band has a signature sound and the musical, they have a signature sound and musical production. So I want to talk a little bit about that.
All right, glad you noticed that.
You mix bouillon and rock, which is not common. What inspired the blend of these genres?
Well, technically, bouillon itself, is a style of fusion. The word itself, bouillon. If the meaning, when the guys, WCK coined the term, is a fusion, a style of fusion with a mixture of everything, all the types of music that influence our culture in Dominica, with zouk, reggae, compa, cadence, you name it. So MFR music has that foundation of the fusion, and it's not just you said rock, but there's a lot more to it. There's dancehall, because I grew up on reggae and dancehall even before I fell in love with bouillon music. So if you listen my lyrics and my style, my delivery as a vocalist, you can hear that influence of hip hop and reggae and dancehall in there. And then the rock thing, at a certain point in my life, I got introduced to rock music, rock and metal music, and I thought, yo, that is real music, because these people are really making use of the instruments. You have a guitar, you're making the guitar talk, the drummer actually utilizing the drum kit, with the double pedals and all of that. And then, I thought that is real music, because the way the guys express themselves is like raw emotion. It's like raw emotion, like as a human being, to just put out those feelings out there on wax, on a record. To me, that was the realest thing. And so little by little, I try to get, because I'm the band producer, So I try to see how we could utilize that rock influence with the bouillon, because certain songs have the same tempo and certain feels. You could use certain feels from the rock, which mean like drum feels or guitar riffs, and blend it in there. And I thought it worked well. So that's how that idea came about.
Okay.
Right.
So I like that.
Mm.
I never I never paused to ask myself what was the other genre that was being mixed in the music. However, walk us through your creative process.
How
does MFR approach making music?
Well, I can tell you there's no set, blueprint, or there's no one way of going at it. Me personally, I live and breathe music. So normal day, I wake up and I'll get some lyrical ideas. So I make sure I try to jot down my lyrical ideas. The lyrics might pop up in my head. It could be one word. I feel like, create a sentence and create a lyrical line. So I'll jot those things down. So I have years of lyrics. I have years of lyrics just sitting there. And then sometimes you hear a sound, a particular sound, and you feel like I could use that sound and create a melody. Sometimes you hear a melody and you hum to it. Sometimes I hum melodies to in my phone and just have them there, and you can look around that later on. And sometimes you hear another song, different ways of going about it, and then you take those little bits and pieces and you create something. Sometimes you hear somebody would send you a reading or something and see, can you do what you can do on that, you can write a verse to that on all. So it's different. There's different ways of going about it.
Okay.
Mhm.
You said earlier that you are the producer. Did I hear that, or
Yes.
I made that in my head?
Yeah, that's right.
You did say that. Okay. All right. So you produce your own music, but do you work with any other producers?
Yes, I do. And that this time around, in the past that wasn't the case, because I don't know, something about the time we came from. Everybody was like, it was sort of like a tribal thing. Everything had to be in house.
Yeah.
And but now we're back on the scene. I'm hoping to work with everybody. There's some great producers out there now. Like Taffy, Maskman,
yeah.
and call them names. And a whole heap of them.
Some young emerging ones as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Big up Freeze and a whole heap of them. And we hoping to work with those guys. We have reached out to some of them. So we're hoping to have their signature, in our new catalog, moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Right.
Creole Heartbeat just did an interview with Little Boy.
Right, Little Boy as well.
Speaking about how great his music is.
Mm.
So he's definitely a young, upcoming talent.
Right.
Producer.
Yeah. What kind of instruments do you use to get that distinct MFR sound?
What kind of instrument? Well, the basic instrument, drum, bass, and the keyboard. You have millions of sounds on the keyboard. And the thing is, according to the song, you want to find the correct, tones or songs that fit the song. It's not, you have the, according to how the song itself sounds, you have that aspect, and then the lyrics. What is the content? So you have to try and find songs that match that emotion, the emotion in the song, or what the song is trying to portray, or how you feel about the song. So you have to try. That's my style. Try and find sounds that match the emotion in the music. Because every song is different. Every song cannot sound, because that would be, I don't know what you would call it.
I don't think we use any specific instrument per se. I mean, it's music. You have to use what is available to you, and use it in our own way, in our own style, right?
Yeah. Well, you have the basic, the basic drum, bass, and then what really, I think, makes a song distinct, all style of music, your keyboard tones. Besides the bass lines, and the content of the lyrics, your keyboard tones. So how we do it, we try and find tones that match the emotion in the song. You don't just put a riff or a synth
Anything,
on,
yeah.
like any synth on any song. That the way I do it, it have to feel like it belong there. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that MFR may experiment with any other genres in the future?
In the future, uh, yeah, why not? I see that happening. You know, there's a lot of great music out there, like Afro beats
Yep.
taking over. I've always been a lover of dancehall music
Some music, yeah.
and all of that. I don't see why not. Bouillon as the bouillon music has really found, I think, its place. I don't know if I'll use that word, its place, but it's getting recognized, around the region, around the world right now. Like right now, bouillon is in the spotlight. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to ride that wave a little bit,
Mhm.
and then I'm sure big acts, other big acts, and big collaborations gonna come through. With other artists wanting to ride the wave, and I believe at some point some change is gonna come, and I just hope it's for the better.
Yeah. Well, for
Yeah.
me, for
Okay.
me, I love Zouk music. So I'm currently actually like trying to write some lyrics and do something with Zouk. So I wouldn't mind maybe in the future that we will maybe try to do something a little Zoukish, but we are mainly a Bouyo band and we want to bring out that product and bring our music to the world. So we're mainly a Bouyo band. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I know we had technical difficulties in the start and we have
Mm.
no time to end, so I want to try to get as much in as possible.
Hmm.
So, with
Right.
that being said, can we move on to the pause and the comeback? Because you took a break for some time. What led to that decision?
The decision to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can speak for myself. I didn't see any. I didn't understand what was going on. Me personally, I didn't understand what was really going on in the band. But how I saw it, the way I saw it, I can speak for myself. Was probably there was a power struggle happening in the band. So, but the group of guys that were, the core of the band, they made a decision. They put on. I think we put an ultimatum to the proprietors, because we had certain needs that needed to be met. So we put it forward to them, and I guess I don't know if you can say they call our bluff. They decide, you know, they're not going that road, and we decide, well, if we can't get what we want, well, we'll have to, call it, call it quits, call it a day. I think, you know,
Okay.
ultimately that's what happened.
So, why was now the right time to return to MFR?
Well,
Or to return for MFR, sorry.
right, it's been what, 13
Well,
years,
13 years since,
13
yeah.
or less. Over the course of that time, numerous, everywhere I go, people would be telling me, "What are you doing? I will bring back the band." And from everywhere I go, in town, in the countryside, everywhere I go, I would get people telling me we need to come back because they loved us when we were on, and you know, and they want to see the band back. And a couple other members reached out, and it appeared that we share the same sentiment
Same
that at
sentiment,
one
yeah.
point probably we need to get this thing going again, you know and then we actually get in contact with everybody and decide if this was the right time. Now we feel like this is the right time because the generation we have, the generation, today's generation, who or part of today's generation who not so familiar with the band,
Mhm.
but they love the bouillon music in a way we didn't see when we were at our peak. We had a lot of fans all over the region, but we see now, like in Dominica, that it's getting crazy. Like people really support supporting the Bunyo thing. So we see like that, that first thing, the support for the Bunyo is there, and then you have our generation now who's still around, who really, want to see the band back together, because we were loved, we were actually one of the big three in Bunyo bands in Dominica. You understand? With Triple K and WCK right up there, the big three. So we have that generation who want to see the band, continue, and the new generation, we feel like we need to get a gist, or some form of balance of what bouillon music can really be, because I would say it almost went too far on one side. It was going too far on one side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we start to see a little rebalancing happening now, and we glad to be part of the movement right now.
Okay, so have you seen a change since your break?
A change since our break
In the
Of
band,
course.
have you seen a change in the band?
in the band.
I
Yeah.
mean, in MFR or just in bands in general?
In MFR, like before, have you evolved since the break and now?
I would
Like,
say yes. The guys are, we're grown men.
Of course.
We all have families, and to take care of, and yeah, we've matured a whole lot, and we see what's going on in the industry, and like I say, there seems to be a rebalancing happening, and um we're glad to be part of that rebalancing, because I think since we came out, the sound has changed a little bit, because as a producer I can tell, of certain movements that are happening in the music. I can tell, I can hear it, and I can sense it when a change is happening. So since we came on the scene, right, I'm sensing that change, and now we're seeing a rebalancing happening, and we're just glad to be part of the movement right now.
all right, well, Booyah is a growing genre. I
Right.
mean, Booyah is right now carnival.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are in the world, presently in the Caribbean, especially for carnival, Booyah is just dominating.
Right.
However, we still have some challenges. We're still facing challenges, and both bands and single artists are facing these challenges. They have obstacles, and I'm sure as a band you have encountered a few. But we do not have a lot of time, so what I really want to talk about is Portsmouth has fewer booyah bands than Roseau.
Right.
It's a difference. Do you think the city is being overlooked musically? And also, in addition to that, how do you plan to use your role, your seniority, to help motivate and push Bouillon in Portsmouth?
Yeah, I do think Portsmouth is sort of being overlooked. I mean, I think we sense that from the beginning. Um, ordinary people might not understand, but there's politics in the industry. There's politics, and we see, we might see everything is Roseau, everything happening in Roseau, and like almost seems like the Roseau getting a preferential treatment, like down south, where the economic center of the country, and we as artists from the north, it almost seems like we're being overlooked, and we're not being considered for certain things. There's a lot I could say on this, but I'll keep it short. But we just glad, we're happy to be um back in business right now, and we ready for any challenge. You know what I mean? We're glad we're happy for the challenge. The thing is now being back in this environment, because as an artist, I'm going to use metaphors. As an artist, what I'm seeing happening right now is almost like a war zone. As an artist, my style is like a battlefield right now. And since we're back, it feels like we're starting from scratch, because the thing is blowing up right now, and certain people, like new generation, like I said, they gravitate into a certain style, and we being more mature and more grown and coming out from that old school, we have a certain song, so it might take us a little thing to understand, the ingredients in what are really happening, and where the youth, where the mind state is with that whole social media and the internet thing happening, and see and learn from that to come up with a different formula of how we can influence the market in a bigger way, because I feel we have a lot to offer in terms of our art in the music. Because for me personally, music is an art form. It's more than entertainment to me, because the thing is, I want to do for people what music has done for me, like on a emotional level. I can say music saved my life, because certain songs you could relate to that feel like, yo, somewhere somebody out there is feeling the way you feel, and just that connection make you feel like, yeah, music is the thing. So that is my thing. I believe, I believe I was called, to be in the music thing. And so I want to do that for people. So for me, my music is more than entertainment. If you listen to the content of my lyrics, I want people to feel some type of emotion, connection, support happening there. You know what I mean? So for me, that is what it is. And the challenge is that it feels like we starting from scratch, but we happy for the challenge, because I believe we have what it takes to really make a mark in Dominica. And the whole point, we being back, we creating a new catalog. Like you say, you can say you can tell the sound we mix with rock and all of that. So we're trying to create a new catalog that Bouillon music can be more than just a laga ranks kind of thing. It can be, because we want to see ourselves. It don't have to be us, per se, like MFR, because we see what happening on the international music scene with the Billboard charts and the Grammys and all of that. Even if all music associated with carnival and party, but we can reach up there, the higher heights, and get on all in big festivals like
Kids Music Festival, all those things.
yeah, all the big festivals like Rolling Loud and all those big festivals they have in the States and in Europe. So we want to see all music being represented at that high level. Yeah.
Okay, we have just 10 minutes remaining on the show.
All right.
So with that being said, I would like for us to play your new song, at least half of the new song, so that our listeners and your fans can appreciate it. Would you like to introduce that song?
Yes. Tuk, 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 tuk. Right about now, this is MFR Band on Creole Heartbeat, and this is our new song, Fully Active. Take it away, DJ.
Okay.
It's going up. One night is not enough. The most fun. We drink the most rum. We have the most fun. We make the most fun. We fully active, right? Fully loaded. In the factory, we just body and she fully joined. Go on the focus, why we fully joined. It's gonna hit the door, that's fully joined. If I tell you how I feel, will you walk away? Or will you say, hey baby, I got the bottle. Bring me your cup. Pop the cork and try some. Cause I really want to make you feel a corner. Yeah, come back and you want to meet your order. Bring it over here, girl, and don't waste my cover. I can put it on you like a soda, never sober. We have the most fun. We drink the most rum. We have the most fun. We make the most fun. We fully active, right? Fully loaded. In the party, we just body and she fully joined. Go out the focus, why we fully joined. Two for the belly, three for the road. Pop another bottle and we so there we go. Life so sweet, let me leave it up. Bad mind, yeah, hold it down, then give it up.
Okay.
Everybody in the party getting tipsy.
Just
Yeah,
tell us
man.
just a little bit. We're running out of time. This is Fully Active by MFR. Their
That's right.
new single. Just tell us a little bit as to where the mind was when you were creating that song before we wrap up the show.
All right, fully active. Like we say, we're back in business. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. The band is fully active. And then, our style, we mentioned something about the north side, you know? So everything happening in tongue side, but the north side has some craziness happening as well, So we party hard. And, like I said, I don't want our music to be just, a thing about entertainment, like per se. You want to connect with certain with people on an emotional level as well. So that's why you hear the melodies in the verses, and it's a whole set of things. But look out for the video coming out soon, and you'll understand where we're going at.
All right. Where can your fans find you during this carnival season?
All right, look out for MFR band at Carnival Gopwell. That's Thursday the 27th of this month. And from there, we hit Sunrise on the 28th. And then Sauce and Punch. Right? That's Carnival Sunday. And of course, we'll be on the road in Portsmouth. Carnival Monday. So come check us out, all the fans, from near and far. You don't have to be... Even if you don't so, you can come up so and check out the scene. Make a little turn, man. For one,
come along, man.
Yeah, last year you take it down so, this year you can take it up so. You can do a little thing and come check us out and we just have a good carnival. And, yeah.
Okay, so my last question for today. Will we be seeing more collaborations with other artists? And I know we spoke about other producers earlier. Both locally, internationally, regionally, are we going to be seeing more collaborations and tours coming up?
Yeah, man, definitely. We actually working on that right now. International collabs and the whole works. I mean, music is a huge industry. Definitely, there's a lot of artists I looking forward to working with, and just making beautiful music and representing Dominica in a big way, in the best way possible.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, we are seated with two of the members of MFR. They have been in business for 21 years, regardless of their pause. We have been
the music lives.
Enjoying their sweet music for a very long time now. And they start with us today explaining the way in which they go about making their music, what is special about their music, what is that little distinct sound you hear in their music. It's a blend of genres between bouillon and rock. And they just inviting their audience and their fans to keep supporting them. They will also be at a few events for Carnival. They did mention Sauce and Punch. I got that one, Carnival Gopwell. They'll be on the road in Portsmouth.
Don't forget Sunrise. Yeah, Sunrise.
Right.
Don't forget Sunrise. Don't forget Sunrise.
And as well, big show coming up in April at Caracera in Guadeloupe. Caracera One Love Festival, right?
Yep, a lot of Dominicans say they're gonna be there. They're gonna take boat, whatever. They're gonna be there. So yeah, trust me, you guys gotta check it out in Guadeloupe. All Dominican fans in Guadeloupe, big up one time. Yes, I.
Yeah, so again, we want to apologize for a late start, but we tend to end the show at 11:50 here on the big station. So we're just wrapping up. So what a great discussion this was this morning. I really enjoyed. I feel like I definitely got to know some things about the band that I didn't know before. And we're happy that you have given us that opportunity to have a front row seat in your production, your production.
Thank you for having us.
Joining us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes.
I say thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
And any final words from the other young man?
Well, I just want to tell the fans out there, check us out on YouTube. Click and subscribe. Check us out on our various medium.
All the streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, and all the works.
Check us out. Like our music. Share our music. And trust me, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for the long haul. We have more things to come, bigger and better things to come. More music to release soon, very soon. So tune into us and keep us locked.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Big thanks to MFR for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you. So we look forward to seeing what's next with them in the bouillon industry. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Creole Heartbeat on 295 FM. and we're proudly sponsored by Digicel. Keep supporting local music and remember, Booyah is ours. So let's have it here to stay. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and keep the rhythm alive. I am Julie Roberts. Thank you for being a part of the show with us today. Goodbye.
It's going up. One night is not enough. The most fun. We drink the most rum. We have the most fun. We make the most fun. We fully active, right? Fully loaded. In the factory with just body and she fully jointed. Go on the focus, but we fully jointed. It's gonna hit you down and fully jointed. If I tell you how I feel, will you walk away or will you